loser says what?
I know what you're trying to do. I'm not gonna say what.
You're a loser! You loserhead! I hate you!
It's me. It's me. It's really he. The word lifer is here to entertain thee. You feel me? All right, bro. What's up, everybody? It's Wednesday morning. It's a beautiful Wednesday morning. And the word lifer just came from class. And I was just thinking in my head, bro, I have nothing to watch tonight. And I really miss the days when I would go into the week looking forward to watching wrestling. Like, oh my gosh, bro. Monday Night Raw is so garbage these days. Back in the days when Monday Night Raw was good, you couldn't wait for the week to start. You couldn't wait for Monday to get here, and you couldn't wait for, either Thursday or Friday, whatever SmackDown was on. But these days, first of all, I don't watch wrestling at all. But even if I wouldn't be looking forward to this garbage that they're putting out. Wrestling is ass. And you know whose fault it is? Triple H's bitch ass. It's his fault why wrestling is garbage, bro. So it's time to make this video right here. These are the reasons why Vincent Kennedy McMahon is superior to Triple H. All right. This is just part one. I'm probably going to have like 10 parts of this video. So enjoy it. You feel me? Part one of why Vince McMahon is superior to Triple H starts right now. There's going to be 5 reasons that I give you, okay? And a bonus reason, you feel me? All right, so reason number 1 why Vince McMahon is superior to Triple H. Vince McMahon was an actual character on the WWE show, bro. Mr. McMahon was a gimmick. It was a wrestling character, okay? Triple H is out there being Paul Levesque. That is so lame. Why is he actually himself on the show? That's weird. If Triple H was like an authority character, guess what? I would have no problem with him being on the show, but he's not. He's just like, it's me. It's me. Welcome to Monday Night Raw. Welcome to the pay-per-view. Are you ready? No, he doesn't even say that anymore. Now he says, can you feel it? That's so weird. Stop asking people if you can feel it. Don't ever say that again, bro. That shit is strange, bro. But seriously, like Paul Levesque being in the post pay-per-view press conference, it's so stupid. It's a fake wrestling show. Stop taking it so seriously. This guy is an egomaniac. Vince McMahon didn't do that when he was around. Okay? He was a character. He was putting over storylines. He was putting over talent. He was putting over Austin. He was feuding with The Rock as well. He was feuding with guys. He feuded with Undertaker. And basically, Vince McMahon is like, all right, you know what? To get wrestlers over, I'm just going to feud with them. They're going to beat my ass and they're going to be over with the crowd. You know what I'm saying? He even did it in 2015 with Roman Reigns. He was like, all right, the fans are booing him. Let me feud with Roman myself and maybe he'll get over. I love that. That's good booking. He's trying to get people over. He's not trying to be an egomaniac and let people see him. Who does Triple H think he is? Dana White? It's not real. Stop being Dana White and being like, yeah, we broke the biggest gate in pay-per-view history. Like, get the fuck out of here, bro. I hate this garbage, bro. Triple H is trash. If you're going to be on the show, be Triple H. Be a character. Be an authority figure. Okay? Just leave. You're boring these days. Triple H lost all his balls. It's like he got neutered or something by Stephanie McMahon. It makes me sick. Okay? Did you guys see that picture of Triple H where he's like on vacation with Stephanie McMahon? This guy like lost all his muscles. It's like he has like no testosterone in his body. That's what it looks like, bro. It's embarrassing. This guy stinks. Vince McMahon still has all the testosterone, bro, because, yeah, he's literally taking steroids, it looks like, or some type of testosterone boosters. Vince McMahon is a real man's man, okay? That's why he's still, what's that exercise called when you, with your legs? I think there's a video of Vince McMahon, or a picture or something, of Vince McMahon doing leg press with like a bunch of weight, bro. And this guy is in his 70s. Vince McMahon is built different, you feel me? Okay, so yeah, that's reason number 1 why Vince McMahon is superior. Reason number 2, Vince McMahon made Triple H. All right? Straight like that. Vince McMahon made Triple H into a star. Triple H wouldn't be where he is today without Vincent Kennedy McMahon, okay? I know that's an obvious reason, but I had to make that point because Triple H, right? He believes that he became a star because He bust his ass and put in the work, and he's the one who got over with the audience. You didn't do anything. If we're being honest, Triple H was probably gonna get kicked out of the company. You know why? Because of the curtain call. Triple H is one of the first people to break kayfabe. I'm pretty sure kayfabe was broken before, but guess what? Kayfabe was still alive until these assholes, Shawn Michaels, Triple H, Kevin Nash, and Razor Ramon went out there and broke character, right? And then Vince McMahon was punishing Triple H for it, right? Okay, and then guess what? After the punishment, Vince McMahon is like, you know what? I'm not gonna hold a grudge against you. I'm gonna allow you to be a star. Triple H was made by Vince McMahon, okay? I don't give a shit. Like, if people are like, oh, Triple H, he did a shoot promo where he said he's the game with what's his name, with Jim Ross, and that's how he got over. No, that's not what happened, bro. Vince McMahon booked Triple H very good as a heel, and that's how he got over. Okay, get out of here with this bullshit. And guess what? Triple H didn't even return the favor. Right now, Triple H should be trying to turn somebody into a star, the same way Vince made him a star. Triple H should do the same thing with one of these new wrestlers, but he's not. All he's doing is running out there with his big bald fucking head, talking about, can you feel it? Get the fuck out of here, bro. And doing WWE Unreal. I should have made that one of the reasons. I didn't. I forgot to, but yeah, that's another reason why Triple H sucks. What the fuck is WWE Unreal, bro? Instead of doing that little documentary, you should be putting in more effort trying to make your actual wrestling show good. We don't care how you book John Cena's heel turn. Who gives a fuck about that, bro? That's another reason why Triple H sucks that I didn't put in here. John Cena's heel turn. Vince McMahon would never do that. Vince McMahon is a superior booker to Triple H. He just understands wrestling better than Triple H. Triple H is a talent, not a booker. He shouldn't be the head of creative. It's very stupid. Yeah, that's reason number 2. Vince McMahon made Triple H. Reason number 3 why Vincent Kennedy McMahon is superior to Triple H. Vince McMahon would push new talent all the time. Okay? In the Golden Age era, he was pushing a lot of new talent. In the fucking Ruthless Aggression, he did the same thing. In the Attitude Era, he was pushing stars in every era. Even in a year like 2015, he was pushing new wrestlers. They all sucked, but at least he tried to push new talent. You feel me? Like, let's go over it. 2015, let me think. Okay, in 2015, he pushed Roman Reigns, okay, when he was new after the Shield. He was pushing Seth Rollins. Okay, he was pushing Dean Ambrose. Basically, all 3 of the Shield guys were getting pushes, and this was in a time where John Cena and Randy Orton were starting to get out of the spotlight. They were starting to get a little bit older. You feel me? This is like 2014, 2015, and guess what? Vince McMahon he didn't waste any time. He's like, let me push some new wrestlers, okay, that are full time, that are here every week on Monday Night Raw and SmackDown. All right, who else did he push around this time? Oh yeah, he was pushing Rusev. Okay, even though his push ended very early, and I think they could have done a way better job pushing Rusev. You know what? Fuck that. Forget about that. I actually think they pushed Rusev exactly how he was supposed to be pushed, if that makes sense. Like, Rusev could have became a world champion, but he's a little boring, if I'm being honest. But his undefeated run was awesome. His U.S. title run was awesome. Lana was amazing. The whole act was very entertaining. It was a very good part of the show, in my opinion, okay? Who else was getting pushed? Bray Wyatt was getting a nice little push, even though he lost every single big match he was a part of. He was established, okay? He was like an established upper mid-card main event wrestler that was on the show every week. We don't have those type of wrestlers these days in WWE, bro. No, there's no like new main event talent that's on the show. Even if you lose every match, at least people took Bray Wyatt kind of seriously. If that makes sense, until he started losing all his matches. But you get what I'm trying to say. Who else is getting a push? Let me think. Oh, Kevin Owens. Even though he sucks ass too, Vince McMahon pushed this guy, bro. He was pushing new wrestlers all the time, bro. The New Day were getting a push. I hated the New Day, but guess what? He tried to push wrestlers. We don't get that these days, bro. Okay? What I mean is, let me tell you something. If I were the booker, right? Or if I was like one of the bookers of the show, what I would do for 2026 is I would look at the roster, find 5 new people, and push them. Let me think. Let me think. If I were to find 5 people, I would push Braun Breaker, make him break up with this little Seth Rollins stable. Like, who gives a shit about this weird stable? I would make him break away from this group and win every single match and try and put the world title on him, okay? Actually, I mean the WWE Championship. The world title is stupid. I'd put the WWE Championship on Braun Breaker, okay? Then in 2026, I would push, let's see, Carmelo Hayes. And I don't even like Carmelo Hayes like that, but come on, bro. Don't disrespect this guy. He's young. I think he's in good shape. He's not an ugly asshole. He actually looks like a star, okay? He's kind of short, but whatever. Just push him. He's new. Push him. Push, Austin Theory, even though they already ruined him. I'm pretty sure if I were the booker, I would push him good enough to at least be a main eventer, bro. It's not that hard. If Vince McMahon were still here, he would push Austin Theory, okay? Who else would get a push? That's young. You have to be young and you have to be new. Let's see. Okay, I don't really like Trick Williams like that, but fuck it. I'll push him. I'll push him. You need to push some new guys, bro. And let's see. I need one more to make 5. The Creed brothers. They would get a big push. They would be the top tag team. There you go right there. 5 new stars who are going to get a push in 2026. They're going to be on the show every week. They're going to be a crucial part of the show. They're going to be in main event storylines, and I'm going to put the belts on them. If this were happening in real life, I would start watching wrestling again, okay? I would start watching wrestling again. They're young, they're new, they're fresh. It would make the show feel, more new than what it is now, okay? It would be more consistent. They would have to be on the show every week. Okay? Why are you pushing Cody Rhodes and he's part-time? It doesn't make any sense. Why is Gunther part-time? What the fuck is this garbage, bro? I hate wrestling so much. Oh, shit. Just dropped my tablet. All right, back to the video. Yeah, why are they not pushing new stars? I don't understand. Like, do you guys remember NXT 2.0 when it first started? It was actually good because it felt fresh and it was a bunch of young wrestlers. It wasn't a bunch of 40-year-old indie talents or people who've been around forever. It was new wrestlers, and that's always cool and exciting. Okay? I remember that little era of NXT 2.0 when Breaker was like the champion and I think Melo was like the mid-card champion. That shit was fire. I think Melo had the North American belt and Breaker had the NXT title. That shit was actually cool. Melo was putting on decent matches. And I'm not like a match mark, like, oh, good matches, man. But his matches were actually decent in NXT. Same thing with Breaker. Push these guys, man. Come on, bro. Triple H stings, man. This shit doesn't make any sense. Stop taking so long to push the new talent. What do they have to do? What does he want them to earn their stripes, man, and pay their dues by busting their ass in the mid-card, then they can finally rise up? That shit is so stupid. Push them now. Vince McMahon pushed people immediately. You know what I'm saying? Time is money. Push these guys now, bro. Yeah, so that's why. That's my bad. That's reason number 3, okay? Why Vince McMahon is superior. He would actually push talent all the time. All right. Reason number 4, why Vince McMahon is superior to Triple H. Wait, oh shit, my bad. I put a halftime in this video, just like I did in my last video, okay? This little halftime of the video, I gotta speak about this rumor that's going around, okay? There is a rumor going around that John Cena's final opponent is no other than, drumroll please, Gunther. Yep, that's right. You heard me correctly. Gunther is supposed to be John Cena's last opponent. What the fuck is wrong with this company? This is another reason why Triple H sucks. We know this is Triple H's idea. What the fuck is going on in the backstage? Is Gunther like taking his hand? Oh my gosh, I can't get too. I was gonna say something really gross, but YouTube's gonna take me down if I say that. How can I put this in a PG way? Is Gunther taking broomsticks and shoving it up Triple H's behind? Or vice versa? Like, what is going on in the backstage? Why does Triple H love Gunther so much? It's so weird. Gunther literally retired Goldberg, and now he's gonna retire John Cena? That's who you picked to retire John Cena? Get the fuck out of here with this garbage, bro. This shit doesn't make any sense. I can't believe Gunther got a push over Braun Breaker. That shit makes no sense. What Gunther is right now is what Braun Breaker should be. As a babyface. That would actually get over. Or as a heel, whatever. Push Braun Breaker. He's way cooler than Gunther. Gunther's boring. He sucks. Come on, man. Are you fucking joking me? Yeah, that's another thing. I'm pretty sure when people hear reason number 3, oh, Triple H didn't push anybody, I'm pretty sure there's going to be some smarks in the comments saying, oh, but he pushed Gunther, man. Gunther is boring. Push people who are good. Come on, man. This shit is garbage, bro. Gunther's really gonna retire John Cena. This has to be the biggest joke ever, okay? If this really happens, I'm not watching the show. I'm not watching John Cena's final match because this is an absolute disgrace, okay? Make it be Brock Lesnar or something, or Randy Orton, or somebody who's good, not Gunther, bro. Please, I hope this is just a rumor and it's not real, bro. But yeah, that's halftime for you. Reason number 4 why Vince McMahon is superior to Triple H. Vince McMahon didn't allow wrestlers to be part-timers unless you are an actual legend, okay? Bro, these days we have wrestlers like Gunther, like Cody Rhodes, being part-timers, like they're big shots. They didn't earn anything. Back in the day, the part-timers were like Hulk Hogan in the Ruthless Aggression era. He's a part-timer, okay? Brock Lesnar in the 2010s is a part-timer. He can be a part-timer because he's earned it, okay? Roman Reigns, I guess he could be a part-timer these days. I guess. Yeah, he could be a part-timer. Seth Rollins shouldn't be a part-timer. You're not a legend, bro. You stink, okay? It's embarrassing. It's like every single wrestler on the show right now is a part-timer. There's a couple of people who are consistent. They're like a consistent presence on the show, but for the most part, everybody wrestles at least maybe once or twice for the month on Raw and SmackDown. It's embarrassing. The world champion should be wrestling every week, or at least wrestling 3 times out of the 4. Like if there's 4 Raws a month, he should at least wrestle on 3 of them. And the one Raw where he doesn't wrestle, he should have a segment. You feel me? He should be on the show every week. Like, let me tell you, this is a big problem with wrestling these days, okay? SmackDown is going to come on in a couple days, right? I don't know what's going to be on SmackDown. I don't even have an idea of what's going to be on SmackDown. That's a big problem. Like, Cody Rhodes might be there. He might not be there. He might be there for a segment. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what's happening. Right? Like, there's no consistent presence on SmackDown. I don't know who's in the mid-card. I don't know which women's wrestler is going to be on there. I don't know what's going on the show. When Monday Night Raw comes on, I can't even guess and tell you what's going to happen. I have no idea. John Cena might be there or he might not. Roman Reigns might just make his return for the 100th time at the end of Raw. And then Michael Cole's like, he's here! Like, this shit is embarrassing. It's so boring. Like, say we're living in 1998, right? And we're gonna watch Raw, I can tell you what's probably gonna be on Raw. You're probably gonna see Steve Austin. You're probably gonna see The Rock. You're probably gonna see Undertaker. And these are real stars, okay? And they're actually on the show every single week, okay? If it's 1998, you might see, who else? You might see Triple H, okay? You're gonna see, even the mid-card, you might see the New Age Outlaws on the show. You know what's gonna be on the show. Here we go with the ambulance again, bro. This shit is so annoying. Every time I make a video, they just pull up for no reason, bro. But back to what I was saying. I'm just gonna talk over the ambulance. Every single time you would watch Raw or SmackDown, you have an idea of what's gonna be on the show, bro. These days, you have no idea, and that's what makes wrestling boring to me, okay? So, yeah, Triple H needs to be better than this, okay? He needs to put his fucking foot down and tell these jobbers like Cody Rhodes to show up on the show every week. And Gunther. These guys don't deserve time off. Get the fuck out of here, bro. Wrestling is fake. How exhausted can you possibly be from professional wrestling? I know it's a little exhausting because, you're taking all these bumps and all that, but let me tell you something, bro. Being an actual athlete, like being a basketball player or a football player or a soccer player, whatever the fuck you play, hockey, baseball, that is more exhausting than being a pro wrestler because you're actually competing. There's actually pressure on you to compete and win games, you feel me? Or you might lose your job. It's way more intense than pro wrestling. Wrestling's not intense, bro. You just stand in the backstage. A booker tells you, hey, you're going to wrestle this guy and he's going to win. This is the finish of the match. You go out there, do that, go back into the backstage, relax, and that's your job. How hard could it possibly be, bro? The only thing that's tough about wrestling is the traveling, okay? And I guess taking bumps. I guess that's a little tough. But other than that, it's not that hard, bro. These guys don't deserve any time off. These guys don't deserve an off season. The amount of money you guys are getting paid, honestly, all the guys on the show are all getting overpaid. You know why? Because nobody's watching wrestling. What the fuck are they getting paid for? What are you getting paid millions of dollars for? For nothing. No, you're not contributing to the ratings at all. So the least you could do is try and show up and be a consistent presence on the show, and they can't even do that. This is unbelievable, bro. Wrestling is so bad. It's Triple H's fault. If Vince McMahon were there, this wouldn't be happening. This wouldn't be happening. Vince McMahon would be like, listen here, damn it. You better have your ass on my show or you're fired. That's what Vince McMahon would do. Vince McMahon would tell you like how, he'll tell you what it is. He'll be like, you're not that big of a star. Go out there and try and be entertaining. And guess what? And I'll pay you. You know what I'm trying to say? What the fuck are you trying to have time off for, bro? Or guess what? If Cody Rhodes and Gunther are not going to show up, guess what? You can't be the champion. Put the belt on Breaker. He's there every week. All right? Come on, man. Oh, you're just a Braun Breaker mark. Shut the fuck up. Braun Breaker is way better than all these other losers. And I'm not saying he's the best thing ever, but he's the only guy on the show who looks like a wrestler that you can actually take seriously. Okay? And he's young. That's another thing. Why the fuck won't WWE push young talent? WWE has the same problem as the NBA. Okay? The NBA doesn't have any new young superstars. Like, they're still relying on LeBron James, who's 40 years old. Steph Curry, who's 37. Like, I'm watching the NBA, right? And I'm like, bro, I'm watching a worse version of what LeBron used to be. I'm watching a worse version of Stephen Curry. So how excited can I possibly be for the NBA game? Same thing with hip-hop. There's no new, like, young superstar hip-hop artists. Like, everybody fucking stinks. All these new guys are garbage. I turned on the radio the other day, and I couldn't believe what I was hearing. I was like, this is the worst music I've ever heard in my life. It's like, I'm like, what the fuck is this? And the beat's, like, super fast. It's like this, like, poor, like, put-together beat that they just put together in 2 seconds. I'm like, how the fuck did this make the radio? I'm like, these people are getting paid for music? Get out of here for this, bro. I can't believe this garbage that we have in 2025. Everything stinks. Everything is a worse version of what it used to be. Every single thing. Okay? All the sports suck. All the new athletes are garbage. The only sport that I can watch that's actually okay is the NFL. You know why? Because all of the guys are young. All of the new quarterbacks are young in their prime, and they're pretty decent. I can watch football. It feels serious. But the NBA, everybody's old. And these new NBA players are garbage. Like Zion Williamson, he fucking Okay, let me not talk too much about the NBA. I'm gonna make a basketball channel, okay? Back to wrestling, okay? They need to make new young stars, and that's what Vince McMahon was trying to do before he got kicked out of wrestling. He was trying to make Austin Theory a star. Guess what? If Vince McMahon never left wrestling, Austin Theory probably would have been a world champion by now. Come on, man. In 2022, he was like, okay, Vince McMahon's new hand-pick face of the WWE, Austin Theory, right? That's how you push somebody, bro. Then you put the U.S. title on him, right? Then he dropped the U.S. belt to Bobby Lashley. Then he put the Money in the Bank on him. He was getting a fire push. And then it all came to an end because of Triple H. Let me tell you when I knew Triple H was a bad booker, okay? When he made Austin Theory lose the Money in the Bank briefcase to Seth Rollins in a U.S. title match. Listen, I've never been more shocked in my life watching wrestling. I was stunned. I couldn't believe it. I'm like, did Austin Theory just cash in on the U.S. belt and fail? That's how you bury somebody right there. And he has never recovered. They tried to put the belt back on him and it didn't work. This shit's embarrassing, and now he's like lost in the shuffle. Vince McMahon was giving this guy a real push, and Triple H came and ruined it. And he hasn't pushed any new young talent. This shit's embarrassing, okay? He should be ashamed of himself, all right? I don't know how I got into this rant. Reason number 4 was that Triple H allows guys to be part-timers. But yeah, that's reason number 4. It's finally time for reason number 5, why Vince McMahon is superior to Triple H, all right? Reason number 5, when Vince McMahon was booking wrestling, there were some ups, there were some downs, but I never stopped watching wrestling, no matter how bad it got. Just knowing that Vince McMahon was booking, I was able to watch wrestling every single time. And there's been some pretty bad points of wrestling that we watched, okay? But when Vince McMahon is booking, there always felt like there was a direction to the show. There was always a direction. It always felt like it could get better. With Triple H, there's no hope. Triple H became in charge in 2022? I tried to watch his wrestling show. It took me like 5-6 months. And I was like, okay, I literally can't do this. I can't watch his show. It's so bad. It's like infuriating to watch. You couldn't pay me to watch wrestling. I'm not even joking. You couldn't pay me to watch this garbage. I'd rather just go work a regular job. That's how bad wrestling is, bro. It hurts to watch this garbage because to watch it, it's like something that I used to love as much as wrestling. I can't believe it's this bad now. I can't believe wrestling is this dead. And Triple H was the final nail in the coffin for me, okay? It's unbelievable. Triple H is horrible. His booking is so garbage, man. His direction for the company, what the fuck is this guy doing? This is what Triple H thinks good wrestling is? Come on, man. Triple H should have just stayed a wrestler. Not every wrestler should become a booker. Like, I hate that. Why do these wrestlers think they have creativity? Like, all the wrestlers are like, I should have creative control over my character. Oh, if I were booking, I would do it. Like, shut the fuck up. Who cares how you would book the show? There's only one guy who's proven to book good wrestling, and that's Vince McMahon, okay? I miss Vince McMahon so much, all right? You know what? I was about to end the video, but I forgot there is a bonus reason. You feel me? Reason number bonus. Vince McMahon is a better leader than Triple H, just overall. Let me ask you, who's listening to this video, who would you take more seriously as a boss? Paul Levesque or Vince McMahon? You feel me? That's all I have to say, okay? That's it. Vince McMahon, you just take this guy more seriously. If he tells you something, you're gonna listen, okay? You have more respect for Vince McMahon than Paul Levesque. Nobody respects Paul Levesque. This guy's a joker, yo. Vince McMahon is a man's man. That's a real man, okay? That's a boss right there. That's a leader. You feel me? Come on, bro. This is unbelievable. Like, say Vince McMahon or Triple H were gonna coach like a sports team. Who do you think would be a better coach? Vince McMahon or Triple H? You feel me? Vince McMahon would be a better leader in anything than fucking Triple H. Okay? Triple H stinks. Get this guy out of here. I can't wait until he leaves. Replace him with like Shane McMahon. That would be awesome. Just get Triple H out of here. Get Stephanie McMahon out of here too. I can't stand her, bro. I hate her little podcast that she has. It's so stupid. You know whose podcast I really hate? Cody Rhodes' American Nightmare podcast. That shit is so garbage, bro. What do you want to talk about? I think that's the name of his garbage podcast. And he has Kevin Owens on this podcast, but they're supposed to be in a blood rivalry in the beginning of this year. And now they're laughing and cackling it on like on his stupid little podcast. They both look like idiots on there. I hate wrestling. There's no kayfabe at all. These wrestlers don't take this shit seriously. It's funny because they'll convince you like, oh man, in this era of wrestling, we take it seriously. The work rate's so up to par. We try to make it feel real. Even ESPN is covering us, and then they don't even keep kayfabe. They can't even respect wrestling enough to keep kayfabe, dude. This shit is so embarrassing, man. I miss Vince McMahon, bro. I'm praying he comes back somehow. That would be so awesome, bro. Man, yep, that's basically all the reasons I had for why Vince McMahon is superior to Triple H. Yep, thank you for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you're just now finding my channel, for the subscribers who couldn't find my channel, here you go. It's the Word Lifer 2. You feel me? Thank you everyone for watching. Hope you enjoy the rest of your day. I hope you enjoyed this video. Okay, that's all I had to say. I'm gonna be back for another video. I think I'm gonna make a video on the WWE roster. Okay, that should be very entertaining, so look out for that. I'm gonna try and watch the pay-per-view this weekend. For anybody who can't access the WWE pay-per-views, let me tell you something right now, bro. If you go to my community post, I have a link for you. Okay, it's free. All right. You don't have to pay any money to ESPN or WWE's garbage. Do not pay them any money. Just watch it for free on the link that I put in the community post. You're welcome, you feel me? Peace out, everybody. See you in the next video, okay? Peace.